I wanna be the best, I don't wanna be great. I ain't like the rest of y'all, cause I took the hard away. You say you're better than me, but I don't see how. If y'all got next, then I guess I got now. Yeah, I said I'm up next, no more standing in line. No, I gotta get signed, it's a matter of time. Rappers are some clones, but I'm one of a kind. You're thinking of me, tell me what's on your mind. I wanna be the best, I don't wanna be great. I ain't like the rest of y'all, cause I took the hard away. You say you're better than me, but I don't see how.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mo, and I'm back with another video. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, become part of the all-star team. Now, with that being said, today's video is going to be creating my own solo leveling shadow army. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I think that Sun Jin Woo is like super tough, and I really like solo leveling. It's a top anime. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. You feel me? But in this anime, he has a power where every time like an enemy's defeated, or just like there's a like dead enemy or anything, he can say the word arise, and then that dead enemy now becomes part of his shadow army. So if, like, say for instance he kills a dragon, right, he could say arise, and now that dragon can fight for him. Like that is a tough superpower, you feel me? Like, you are OP if you have the right amount of like people, because they're strength in numbers. And I really think his shadow army is one of like the best powers he has. He has a lot of other really cool stuff, but you should really check out solo leveling. All right, so I have 5 positions. There's Icarus, Iron, Tank, Tusk, and Biru, because those are, you know what I'm saying, the ones that's shown up in the anime so far, you feel me? So for the Icarus position, I have none other than Darth Vader, because Icarus is a knight and uses a sword, and you know, Darth Vader, when he was Anakin, was a Jedi Knight, and he uses a lightsaber, you feel me? So, oh, I also forgot to mention that I'm only using characters that have died before, you feel me? That way, if they're part of the shadow army. So, like I said, for Icarus, I got for Icarus, I have Darth Vader. Darth Vader is definitely like a OP character to have on your shadow army, because he can use the Force, you feel me? And matter of fact, he's one of the strongest Force users to ever exist, ever live. Anakin Skywalker is also one of the best duelists to ever like fight with a lightsaber, and not only that, he's probably the best pilot we've ever seen in Star Wars. So with that being said, I feel like Darth Vader is a W spot for Icarus in the Shadow Army. Okay, next up we have Iron, and the Iron position has to be like a big brolicky muscular like brute that likes to fight, you feel me? Because Iron is huge and he loves like combat. And I was thinking in my head, who do we know that likes combat a lot? And there's a lot of characters, but you know what I'm saying, spoiler if you haven't, you know, caught up with the new Invincible yet, but for this position I have Conquest. Conquest was such a menace that when he pulled down the first time to see Invincible, he did worse than Omni-Man when he took everybody out in fighting Mark, to the point where Adam Eve had to come down and he took out Adam Eve and she got saved by Plot. And then Mark was all the way messed up. He had one ligament that was working, to the point where he just had to headbutt this man over and over and over and over to take him out. And then Cecil did the dumbest thing in the world. I need to make an Invincible video about this, but Cecil did the dumbest thing in the world, left him alive, and then boom, Conquest flies butt naked outer space. And then I guess he gets his clothes back and fights Invincible again. Invincible was shocked to see this man. He said, I killed you, Conquest. And then he did some crazy stuff, bro. If you haven't seen the episode, just know, spaghetti. That's all I'm gonna say, spaghetti. You feel me? But since Conquest is no longer with us, he can be a part of the Shadow Army in the Iron position. I feel like that is a W pick. He has basically the powers of Superman without, you know, laser eyes. And then he has that little metal arm and whatnot. Conquest is strong. He's the second strongest Viltrumite. So, you know, we need that. Next, in tank position, I have Roku's Dragon. Now, tank is this polar bear that Sun Jinwoo, you know what I'm saying, ended up getting. And so I had to choose an animal. And it was hard because I was like, dang, what animal in media has, you know, passed away that a lot of people know about? So I started thinking back to Avatar. And my first thought was Appa. But you know what I'm saying? I love Appa, bro. I could, you know what I'm saying? I can't come to terms with that because I could just keep watching the Avatar, The Last Airbender. So, yeah. So we're going to go with Roku's Dragon because, one, that's a dragon and it's tough. And two, Roku's Dragon was dead in Avatar The Last Airbender. So I had to, you know what I'm saying? That was an easy W pick. And he was loyal. The dragon could have flown away, but it didn't. It stayed in the volcano and died with Roku. Come to my Shadow Army because you're loyal. I like that. I like that a lot. Next we have Tusk. Now the Tusk position is like a position where they have a lot of basically spellcasters and they got fighters as well, because Tusk was like this ogre who used magic, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Like he could summon things to basically fight for him, breathe fire and everything. So for the Tusk position, I have Pain. And the reason I have Pain is because there's 6 of them. You got one that can revive, one that can shoot missiles. You have another one that could, you know, do the almighty push and create planetary devastation. And like, they just have all these insane abilities. Like each Pain has an insane ability. So if you have the Pains in your Shadow Army, I don't think nobody's gonna mess with you because they have some of the most OP abilities in all of Naruto. Like, the Pain arc is probably one of the best arcs in Naruto Shippuden. Like, I don't... So, yes, I need him in the Shadow Army, bro. Next is Biru. And Biru is a powerhouse. Like, it took several of the top-ranked, like, hunters to try and take Biru down. And Biru was out there smacking everybody around until Sun Jinwoo came up. And even then, it was looking kind of, you feel me? But since Biru is a bug with super speed and that can heal himself, I had to choose Cell from Dragon Ball Z because, once again, Cell is no longer with us. However, he can regenerate limbs. He has super speed, super strength. He, you know, Master's Ki Blast. He's like Super Saiyan 2 level. You feel me? Like, I feel like he fits the Biru position perfectly. There's no other character that I would put in the Shadow Army in that position other than Cell, because he fits great, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. But yeah, I have Darth Vader, Conquest, Roku's Dragon, Pain, and Cell. That is going to be my Shadow Army for, you know what I'm saying, what Sun Jinwoo has right now in the first 2 seasons. But yeah, if you guys have not checked out Solo Leveling, I highly recommend the anime. It's incredible. You feel me? I'm sure you've heard people talk about it because it was nominated for Anime of the Year in 2025. And it's tough. Animation is tough. Fights are tough. You know, it's great. But with that being said, I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tuning into the video, and I hope you have an incredible day.